Hey guys, welcome to the Fruit and Strength Show, and today I want to share with you guys on how to make my favorite burger in the whole world. It's a Southwestern burger, and I came up with this the other day, and it was so darn good I had to flick out my camera here and share it with you guys. It's spicy, it's filling, it's cheap. I know a lot of people are like, I can't do a vegan diet because it's just so expensive. Well, this recipe is for you. And you can eat a ton of these and actually lower your cholesterol instead of raising it. I know, what a concept. Burgers that can lower cholesterol. So let's get on to the ingredients. Alright guys, what you need for this recipe is 6 stalks of celery, which is about a half a pound, and a half a pound of carrots, and 2 zucchinis, and a half of a sweet onion, or any kind of onion that you like. I particularly like the sweet onion variety, and 1 clove of garlic, and 4 ounces of tomatoes, and about a half a pound of peppers, red bell peppers. I use a whole bunch of these little guys that I got at the store for really cheap, but you could just use maybe 1 or 2 of like a red bell pepper. And then for sweetness, I'm going to add a little bit of, I got dates. I got 3 dates here. And then I'm going to be putting a little bit of this red pepper powder in there. Basically, it's this ground up red bell pepper that I get at the store. Now, if you don't have this ingredient, you don't have to put that in there, but I'm just going to put that in there just to thicken it up just a little bit more. And then for even more thickness, I'm going to be putting in 1/4 of a cup of chia seeds, and this is really going to thicken things up. And then I'm going to be putting in a cup of sunflower seeds, and sunflower seeds are one of the cheapest seeds in the world that I know of. I think it cost me like $2 for a full pound for sunflower seeds. And then I'm going to put in about half a cup of Brazil nuts, which, man, there's been some awesome studies on Brazil nuts. They actually show that 1 Brazil nut a day, or 1 Brazil nut a week, can lower cholesterol better than cholesterol lowering medications. And then we're going to be putting in some of this freeze-dried corn. We're going to put this at the very end of the recipe, so it'll be really crunchy when you bite into the burgers. And then for the spices, I'm going to be putting in a full cup's worth of cilantro. Basically, it's just a whole bunch of cilantro that I'm going to be putting in there. A tablespoon of cumin, a little bit of a couple shakes of red pepper flakes, and 1 tablespoon of oregano, and some salt and pepper to taste. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to use the food processor to process this all up, and we're going to be using the shredding blade on this, not this side where it's more of like slices, but the shredding blade to that. And we're going to do all the veggies first, and the peppers too, and the tomatoes, which are fruits technically, but in the more culinary sense, they're vegetables. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's get going on that. Flick this on. All right. So that's what that looks like right there. And now we're going to be putting it in a bowl. And then we're going to be putting our S-blade in there. And then we're going to be putting back the ingredients with the other ingredients. So I kind of like to do this in batches. Do just a small batch of half the stuff in there. With the chia seed and the sunflower seeds and the Brazil nuts. And we're going to throw a little bit of the powder in there too. The red pepper powder if you have access to that. And the dates too. We're going to throw in the dates right now. Alright, now I'm going to add the spices. I'm going to do a tablespoon of cumin. And a tablespoon of oregano. And I'm going to sprinkle in some hot pepper flakes, just a little bit in there. And then I'm going to be putting in a little bit of black pepper. And I'm going to be putting in some salt. You don't have to put salt in there if you don't want to, if you think it's going to kill you or anything. You don't have to put it in there. And then I'm going to put some cilantro in there. Alright. Got that in there. I am going to put a little bit of lemon. I forgot to mention that I do have some lemons that I'm going to be putting in here. So, alright. Yeah, so I put a whole lemon in there. And we're just going to pulse this up. Now we're going to put the corn in there. Just smash it down there in there first. Alright, so this is what it looks like when it's all processed up. We're going to leave it kind of chunky, and that's how I like my burgers. So we're going to take our ice cream scooper, and we're just going to scoop out ice cream scoopful of our burger. And just place it on the dehydrator sheet. Now you could just eat it just like this. You don't even have to dehydrate it. Or if you really want to, I guess you could, cook it up. You could cook it up. You could put it on like a I guess you could grill it, but I'm not really big into grilling, but you could do that if you want. So we're just going to place these in like this. Alright, so the next step, we're just going to smash down our burgers just like this. Make them into patties. Alright, so that's what our Southwestern burgers look like at the moment. Ooh, look at that. Looks awesome. Alright, so I got one of those, and I'm just going to do another tray of these, and I'll show you guys with the next step with the dehydrator. Alright, so we got our patties made. Now you can eat them just straight up just like this. You don't have to put them in the dehydrator or put them in the oven or anything like that. Especially in the oven, because that creates acrylamides and acrylants and some other toxic things that are formed when you cook foods at very high temperatures. But I am going to be putting them in a dehydrator up to 115 degrees for 12 hours to give it a little bit more texture and concentrate up some of the flavors. But like I said, you could just eat them straight up just like this. Alright guys, so I had them drying overnight, and this is the morning of. And now I'm going to flip my burgers, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So check this out. I'll show you the secret vegan trick in flipping burgers here. Alright, so you're going to take your extra one of these and just place it on there like that. And then we're just going to give this a quick flip. Look at that. I did that with one hand. Alright. Alright. And you just peel this back. And we're just going to dry at the top of it. And they'll be done in about an hour. And then I'm going to bring this to my friend Isaac's party tonight in Chicago. We're going to have a little raw food get together. He's making cauliflower wings and zucchini noodles, and we're having like a huge feast. It's going to be awesome. Alright guys, and here's the burgers. And I'm going to try not to eat all of them so I can have something to bring to this potluck that I'm going to. But I am going to have one on camera with you guys and tell you guys how good they taste. So, got my lettuce bun here, and then I'm going to throw a patty on there. Check that out. Alright, and then I'm going to throw some tomatoes on there. Gotta have tomatoes on your burger. And some pickles. Well, just cucumbers, Persian cucumbers. These are the best cucumbers ever. So I got these. And let's see. Oh, I got some avocado. I'm going to throw some avocado on there. And that's so good. And then I'm going to throw some ketchup on there. Alright. So this ketchup I made up, I just blended up tomatoes, dates, a little bit of onion, and lemon. That's how you make ketchup, or at least raw food ketchup. I've never actually made ketchup any other way, so I actually never made ketchup besides raw ketchup. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. Oh yeah. So check that out. How about that for a burger? Oh yeah, fruit and strength. Yeah. Oh, I love this burger. Burgers and strength. Yeah, I think that's a new YouTube channel for me. Burgers and strength. Actually, I don't really make anything this fancy, but you know, since I'm going to a potluck and I don't know, bringing just a straight up fruit or vegetables, I don't know. I kind of like to mix it up if I'm going to a big event. Normally, I just have fruit during the day as how it is. You know, I'll just have papaya straight up. I don't like to mix fruit all that much, and even like blending it. I've been trying to stay away from that. But anyways, yeah, so this is where I'm going to bring to my raw food potluck in Chicago with my friend Isaac Love. And you guys got to make this recipe. You guys are going to love it. Southwestern burgers. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. And if you make this recipe, leave it in the comment box and how you liked it. Because you don't even have to tell me. I know you guys like it. Anyways, once again, this is fruit and strong, yeah, and burgers, yeah. All right, guys, we're not done yet. I forgot to give you a taste test. Check this out. Burgers that will lower cholesterol. Check this out. I'm going to eat like, well, not all of them. I'm going to share with a couple of my friends this today. But I'm going to give you guys a taste test of this. Mmm. Now that's a burger. It kind of reminds me of a black bean burger. It's spicy. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It's salty. It's got that crispiness of the freeze-dried corn. Now you can, by the way, you can use just regular corn, you know, frozen corn if you want to. But this is so good. I would make it just like this. You guys got to go out there and make this. And by the way, if you don't want to go through, if you don't have a food processor, you can make this in your blender. Yes. Alright, once again, this is fruit and strength and burgers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Getting swole.